sunlight pours into the opulent living room, revealing a playful dance of dust motes. Fluffy, a Persian cat of unmatched pedigree, models a bright red sweater with regal confidence. He struts with an air of pampered superiority, his tail a silken banner. Each step exudes the confidence only a pampered feline can possess. The bright red sweater accentuates his impeccably groomed fur. Turning heads, he surveys his domain, a king in a brightly colored coat. Fluffy, the cat, gazes intently at his reflection, lost in admiration. A voice echoes in the room as Fluffy's ego swells. Yes, this sweater truly complements my exquisite features. He envisions the humans, consumed by envy at his impeccable style. Fluffy imagines the envious stares of the humans. Fluffy imagines the envious stares of the humans. Fluffy finishes his thought. The humans will be so jealous. Fluffy struts confidently across the living room, a vision of feline grace. His eyes narrow with disdain as he passes an ornate vase. Such pedestrian decor, Fluffy thinks, unimpressed by the human attempts at beauty. He judges silently. It pales in comparison to my magnificence. The vase seems insignificant under his critical gaze. Fluffy continues his walk, the undisputed ruler of his domain. Fluffy, a small dog, approaches a plush rug with unwavering confidence. He seems to believe he stands upon a grand stage, the audience enraptured. In his mind, a voice echoes, filled with imagined adoration. They're captivated. I can feel their admiration. Fluffy basks in the imaginary applause, his tail a blur of joyous acknowledgement. He bows, a tiny monarch accepting the accolades of his adoring subjects. In the cozy living room, Fluffy's playful energy turns disastrous as he trips on the rug. He falls forward, his legs flailing wildly in a comically exaggerated tumble. The world turns upside down in a moment of pure, unadulterated chaos. His sweater bunches uncomfortably around his neck, adding insult to injury. Defeated Fluffy lies motionless on the floor, the rug a silent witness to his misfortune. In the quiet of the living room, Fluffy ventures under the antique coffee table, the rich wood casting shadows around him. A soft sound breaks the silence as Fluffy bumps against something beneath the table. A muffled oof escapes him, a small disruption in the stillness. He pauses, momentarily still, before continuing his exploration. The shadows play around him as he navigates the confined space. He finds a new spot, settling in for a quiet rest beneath the antique table. From beneath the shadowed expanse of the table, Fluffy halts, a fleeting disorientation clouding his senses. A moment of silent contemplation passes as he gathers himself, preparing to reclaim his composure. Did anyone see that? No matter, I shall recover with grace. Fluffy exudes an air of nonchalance, gracefully emerging from under the table. In the heart of the living room, Fluffy orchestrates a moment of high drama. His posture, a study in feline artistry, hints at a performance meticulously planned. But the subtle shift in his eyes reveals a truth only the narrator dares to speak aloud. A daring new move, avant-garde even. Fluffy feigns nonchalance, acting as if the dramatic pose was entirely intentional. In the dim light of the living room, a mysterious hand emerges from beneath the table, its purpose unknown. The hand finds its target, a remote control, promising control, and escape. In a moment of unexpected tenderness, the hand briefly pauses to caress the soft fur of Fluffy. The fleeting touch leaves Fluffy undisturbed, a silent acknowledgement of affection. Withdrawing into the shadows, the hand disappears, leaving only the lingering memory of its touch. In the quiet of the living room, Fluffy, the cat, luxuriates in the subtle shadows beneath the table. Unbeknownst to the cat, the world outside fades as he revels in his private moment. Fluffy begins to preen. The cat seems to revel in the imagined applause. A voice echoes, tinged with amusement. They understand my genius. A subtle, yet appreciative gesture. In the cozy living room, Fluffy gathers himself for an elegant rise. The attempt falters with a muffled thunk as he clumsily collides with the table. A comical mishap unfolds, shattering any semblance of feline grace. The sound echoes softly, disrupting the room's tranquility. His momentary lapse into clumsiness is a humorous break in the domestic calm. Fluffy pauses, then shakes his head, regaining composure. From beneath the table, Fluffy emerges into the light, struggling to maintain his balance. Fluffy rises to his feet, attempting to compose himself after the unseen disruption. With a touch of misplaced dignity, Fluffy adjusts his sweater. Fluffy regains composure, straightening his sweater with a dignified air. He begins to walk with the same determination as before, but his movements are now subtly altered. Each step now carries a visible burden, a minor imperfection in his stride. The limp becomes more pronounced, a testament to the unseen struggle he endures. Despite the setback, his focus remains unbroken, his will unyielding. A voice echoes resolute. A minor setback. The show must go on. His journey continues, marked by resilience in the face of adversity. In the heart of the living room, Fluffy embarks on a quest for the perfect sunbeam. He finds his stage and strikes a pose, a feline star ready for his close-up. Bathed in golden light, Fluffy feels the warmth embrace him, a true luminary. The sun's rays highlight his sleek fur as he luxuriates in the moment. He closes his eyes, purring softly, lost in the sheer bliss of the sun's embrace. Fluffy stretches languidly, basking in the glow every inch the star he believes himself to be. The playful sound of a child's giggle dances through the air, yet Fluffy remains unmoved, holding firm to his stance. Envy, pure envy. The narrator's observation hangs in the air. The essence of envy lingers, unspoken but palpable. A silent tableau of emotion, where jealousy takes center stage. In the heart of the living room, envy silently unfolds. Fluffy makes a graceful exit, the stage set for his next act. The camera's gaze drops to the plush rug, where Fluffy once reigned supreme. The lens lifts, revealing a portrait of Fluffy. King Fluffy! Fluffy's regal image watches over his domain,